All right. welcome to a cozy morning dev stream. Let's do that. Let's see if we can create some assets today. All right. Welcome. Yeah, okay. Today's plan. We will try to create the assets for the game, make it Godot ready, so we can animate it there. I think I have the pipeline down, so it's just about getting the right animation and rendering them out to have the images, right? Okay. I think that's better. Yeah. To the window capture. Let's see if it appears. Maybe. Oh, I have to do maybe this one. Yeah. So you can see the animation. All right, that works. Okay. Now, how will this work? So I already did the idle animation, so we can see here. Renders. So, I adjusted the script to render out the images. Now, the script just disables everything for the body parts, right? So if we want the body to be rendered, we disable anything but the body, and then the camera rotates, right? And then we have the animation for just that body part. And yeah, works fine. And I also adjusted oops. Let's do this. Adjusted how we will, or at least I set a frame rate for all the animations that I want to do. So idle will be 32 frames. I mean, idle and dev animations can be longer. It's not that like it's not that important, but I try to keep it low because the more frames we have, the more you have to generate, right, in images and stuff. So yeah, so unarmed idle will be 32 frames. I will, yeah, that's what I set it to. Walk will be 12 frames. Unarmed run will be 8 frames. I don't think I need a herd animation. At least I don't think so, because in Godot we will just like let the character sprite flash red or something like that if we get hurt. So probably won't need an herd animation, because yeah, I don't want the player to be stuck in an herd animation. Yeah, probably won't need this, but I just said it anyway. And unarmed death should be around 20, but again, death can be longer if we wanted to, because when the player dies, we will probably go to a like you died screen and respawn him or something like that, right? So it doesn't matter how long the death animation will be. That's that. And yeah, attack animations can be like variant 2, depending on the attack we will perform. Like this is not set in stone, because the attack animation will be handled outside of the animations that the character does. Yeah. This should be fine for now. So let's get that over with. And again, right now, how the pipeline works, maybe I will explain it so no one is in the dark. Right now we're in Blender, right? But we want to create pixel assets. So we will, maybe I will open that too. For the one that I did already, yeah, right here. Okay, so we want to create pixel art, right, for my game. Ah, maybe I showed the game. Okay, from the beginning. So we are on the same level here. Let's open that up, make that bigger. Okay, right now this is the game. We have some basic assets in there. I just wanted to, yeah, create a concept, right, and hopefully it will work. And this is how it's looking right now. We have an idle, we have walking, we have running, and we can attack, right? We have a dummy here, so health bars are working, damage numbers are working. But how this game will work is we will have equipment slots, and the equipment slots are the body parts of the character. That's how I imagine it to be. Every slot, like every body part, will give the player different stats and stuff. But I want the player to be able to mix and match body parts, right? That's the concept. So you can have a skeleton head, maybe a crab arm, I don't know, normal body left arm and stuff like that. But the animations have to like the assets have to adjust that, right? So if you equip a head, the animation should change, the asset should change, but yeah, it should still look good. That's the goal right now. And yeah, to achieve that, creating the pixel art by hand just would be crazy, so we're not doing that because I'm just not good at creating pixel art. That's why we are going to Blender, right? Let's go to Blender here. That's why we are in Blender and trying to create like the pixel art here, because we can just create the character, have the different body parts here, right? Separated, and yeah, then we just need one animation and can swap up the body parts and create the pixel art, right? So if you see the render already there, but let's render one image. And yeah, then you have something like this, a pixel art of the character, and you can export that into Aseprite and yeah, try to do that. Yo, nice character, I love Rick and Morty. Alright, thank you. Yeah, that's how it will work. And I created a script now, so the render process is seemingly easier too. So we just have to run that script, and then we will have all these layers for the Aseprite. Like right now we can then, let's say, we can disable the body, right? But the animation will still work. And that's what we want, right? We want to render all the body parts separately. So that's why this is important. So if you just want the right leg, you can do that. Or if you just want the head to animate, you can do that too. That is how it will work. Okay. So the pipeline is working, and yeah, like something like the body pixels here with the core, it's supposed to be round like in Blender, but yeah, if you condense it into a pixel art, of course we lose some detail, but we can fix that. We can fix that later. Right now we will just create it, and then we can add some white pixels here, and yeah, the eyes maybe look a little bit funky too, so maybe adjust those pixels a little bit. But that's about it. We just have to like fix some pixels and stuff. We don't need to create the whole character in pixel art, right? Alright, okay, let's close that. Okay, now right now we have the idle one. And now let's go to our rig here. Now we can create, let's see. Let's do the walk animation. Where is it? It's right here. Do I have to adjust the height or something like that? No. Okay. Oh yeah, and the walk animation is just 32 frames. Yeah, 32. All right. And there we go. Ooh. Blendy, thank you for the follow. Oh, the thing doesn't seem to be working. Let me see why that is. Latest. We didn't have a notification there, did we? It should be like that. Okay, interesting. Why didn't it work? Oh, I know why. Sorry for that. Okay, I have to open. Sometimes I forget that. Sorry, Blendy. Thank you for the follow. The overlay didn't work there. Now we should have a connection to TikTok. So it actually shows on stream if someone follows. All right. And this will be our walk animation. I think this one is good. It's a little bit like the movements have to be a little bit flashier, so it translates good into pixel art, right? So yeah, let's do that. Okay, and let's together. The walk animation will be like 12 frames, so we're not gonna use all the 32 frames that the walk animation has, right? Okay, let's go to scripting. This is the script that will render. So basically what the script does is it isolates all the body parts, right? For example, if it wants to render the head, it just disables all the other ones and just keeps the head, and then rotates the camera by 45 degrees, renders all the frames, rotates the camera again, so we have all the 8 directions of the asset that we need. Okay, so now export frame count, we need to do 12 for the walk animation, so let's change that. And yeah, so the 32 frames will get condensed into 12 frames, like it will just take the separate ones and skip some frames, so we will get 12 frames in the end. And I think this should be fine. Yeah. Alright, let's render it and see if it works. This will take a while because it's creating 12 frames for every body part in 8 directions, right? So it's creating a bunch of images here. But okay. Let's let it render out. Okay, I think it's done. It was just 12 frames. And there we go. Now we have a walk folder here, and it should have rendered everything out. A good indication would be the left arm, so let's go with the left arm. And yeah, now, yeah, we have like the different images here, right? Okay, so let's do one Aseprite thing like here, just to have the different layers. So okay, let me open up Aseprite. Open file. Now we go back to here. 1 second. 3D stuff. Okay. So now we here. Renders walk. Okay. So let's get in the head first, just to see that it is working fine. Oh, I don't know what speed we want. I think 50 was really good. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's a little too fast. Yeah. But we will adjust that later, I think. Wait, open the file. I guess 100 is okay then. 100 is a little slow too, but let's render it like this for now and then see the different ones. Let's rename the layer to head. Okay, then we need to open again, go back to walk, take the body front one. Again, I'm just doing this for to see if it's rendered properly. Okay, then we take this layer, copy it, and put it in here. And rename this body. And the body one has to be under the head, right there. Perfect. Let's do left arm. Copy that. Like this. Let's do right arm next. Right arm. Oh. Open. Okay, left leg. Just to show you the process here. Copy that layer, bring it in here. Oh. And last but not least, the right leg. Walk, right leg. There we go. Perfect. And let's see. And now we have the walk animation, right? It's that easy. And looks good, right? You just have to layer it right. Like the head has to be on top, body, then left arm, left leg, right leg. And just like that, you have a sprite for the character walking, right? That is how it works. And again, that body, like core thing, I have to adjust, I guess. But it's fine because it's just for the front view of the character, because in the back view, you won't have those pixels. So that's no problem. Now the question, I mean, you don't even have to adjust the, what you call it, like the frame timing, because, like, let's say we do 50, I think that's too fast, right? Yeah, that's too fast. Let's do because this will be done in engine, right? But this looks more like the speed I want the walk to be in. Let's see, frame, constant frame rate. Maybe let's do like 80. Yeah. Something like that, right? And we have the walk. But again, the frames we don't have to, like the speed of the frame we don't have to adjust here in Aseprite. We will do that in Godot, because once we create all the assets here, let's go back to Godot. We have the animation controller here, right? And we will have all these. Right now we have all the animations for every direction, right? We will have to add like front left, front right, because we have the 8 directions now. And then we also, like for idle, for example, let's do idle down. Yeah. You can see it right now. But let's adjust this. We have these frames, right? Right now the idle animation has how much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 frames that it's playing. But you can see the timeline here, so you just adjust the frame to this timeline or increase how fast it will play. So yeah, that will be how it will be done. So we will just add the 30 frames here for the idle animation, and yeah. The first setup will be a little bit tedious, because you have to adjust the animation controller to all the frames, you have to add them, you have to do it for every body part here, right? But once that is done, we can just change out the texture, and we should have different body parts depending on what you equip. Excited for that. So that will be interesting. Let me just jump in here real quick. Yeah, that will work out. Like, for example, if the right arm will be equipped differently, the animation will swap out, because we change the texture. Then in script it will check like what the player has equipped, and then it will just take that texture for that arm or head and swap out the animation. Yeah, that should work fine. And yeah, I don't know if I will have, like, the shadow is not animated, right? So we can just add it, like the be below the character. But I don't know if I want that shadow drop of the character in there, because we will have like lighting like this, right? So we can play around with lighting. But if the shadow is not there, where there is no light, I don't know if it will look good or not. Kinda gives it a little bit perspective, right? But yeah, we will see if we will add that shadow. And yeah, I don't think we need an herd animation either, because we have invincibility frames, right? The character will flash like that, and we have like the herd flash like red. The sprite just will be flashing red if it gets herd. So I don't think we need a herd animation, maybe. Yeah, I will adjust that. And the dev can be just as long as we want, because when he dies, the player can't move and stuff anyway, so we will get a death screen and reset the game, or yeah, respawn the player, right? So okay, that should work. Okay, now that we have that, let's save as. Go to the walk thing here and just do. And save it as an Aseprite file. Yes, okay. Did I name it like that? Character front. Maybe do the same naming just for my sanity. It's the idle front. Yes, okay. Oh. Now we can just look at it if we, want to. All right. That is how it will work. Let's go back here to our character in Blender. And okay, we have the walk animation. We did that. Let's do the run animation now. Oh, the run animation just has 20 frames, so let's adjust that. 20 frames. And the run animation looks like this. Yeah, I think this will work. Oh, and let's see. That still works. Does it? Yeah. I'm looking at like inconsistent. No, it's fine. Perfect. Let's give the rig a rotation. Let's see. Nope, looks good. Okay. Let's see, for the run animation, what did we have here? 8 frames for the run animation. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to our script here. We will have 8 frames per thing. And that's the only thing we need to change. Yeah. Okay, let's render that out. It should be faster because, again, the script, it is creating a lot of images because you need all 8 directions of all body parts separately, so it takes a while, but that was it. Now we should have a run folder, exactly. And let's just jump into Aseprite right away, open it, go to run. That's the head. Like this. Okay. Open. body. Open. Run. Body. Okay, left arm. Next. That. Right arm. You can probably automate this one as well with a script. Maybe, I don't know if Aseprite. You can do scripting. I don't think so, but I can check that out at some point. Okay, right arm. Open that up. Now the left leg. Agree. Copy that. And right leg. Okay. Copy that layer. Bring it in here. And we should have a run animation here. Let's see. Close that up. There we go. Good enough. And not too bad. And of course we can, like, again, the speed we can influence later too, so that's no problem. That's a little too fast. Damn, he goes fast. Okay, like probably 82, like the walk animation. Let's see. Let's do 80. Maybe a little faster than the walk animation, so 70. Yeah, something like that. And we have a run animation. Okay. Damn, that core cleanup will be a little brutal. The eyes look fine, I think. They can twitch a little like that. That's fine. But yeah, that core, like in the middle, we'll have to clean up a little before we finalize and bring it into Godot, but that's fine. Yeah. Looks good. And with that, we can save as... Let's go to the run here. Renders run. Godot. That's the run. Front. Oh. Tail. Run. Front. But as an Aseprite thing. Okay. Alright, we have the idle, run, walk. Let's do the dev next. Layout. Okay, the dev animation. Let's see. I already had one in here, I think. Let's see. Dev. Dev animation is 145. Let's see if I like this one, though. Um, hmm, is that good? Or should we look for another dev animation? We can look at it. Let's see. Mix more. 1 second. I'm going to mix a mo here to look at some animations. Let's see. Okay, my character is still loaded in. Let's see. And we can search for dev, right? Ah, wait. How do you rotate again? Like this. Dev animation. Let's see. Oh. Okay. This is more of a, like with rifle, right? Do I want it to be like this dramatic or that's also with a rifle? Let's see. This is like when you get shot or something like that. On the knees. Oh, damn. This one is cool too. We could do something like that. Flying back. Nah, okay. We don't want something that dramatic. Dying, rifle. There is a receiving CPR one. Crazy. Okay. Just wiggle a little. There are not that much odd, like, dying animations. I think this one that's, you still get like a shot or something like that. That's kind of, I think we have this one, right? Yeah. I think this one is fine. Let's see here. Dying. Good. This is if you want like an animation for the dying state. I don't think we will do that. It's okay if he just lays still. I think the animation we have is fine for dying. Hmm. Sword and shield. Later we also can like maybe put in like emotes or something like that. Just to have some fun. Something like if you have a second chance or something like getting up from the death animation, that could be useful. But yeah. Okay, I think the death animation we have is fine. We can use that. Right? Yeah. I think this is fine. Okay. Yes. We'll use that one. For the death animation, we set 20 frames. It could be longer. Let's see how 20 frames look. Yeah, let's do 20 and see how it will do. Okay, go back to our script here. We will do 20 frames for that. And let's run it. Let's see if it will look good. When I'm hearing this music, I kind of want to play Legend of Zelda again. Just great music. Okay, death. There we go. We have the death thing. Let's go to Aseprite. Renders death. There we are. Head. Okay. Body. Open this up. Death. Head. Body. Left arm. Copy that. It's the right arm. All right. Put that in. File open. Left leg now. Left leg. There we go. And open. We can do the right leg. Copy that. Okay, don't save that. There we go. Okay, that kind of works. I like it. Oh, okay. For the death animation... Oh. Left arm, left leg. I guess the body has to be behind all of that. Let me see. Right. Right. Then the left leg. And right leg. Let's see. That's more it. Okay. The body has to be on the bottom here. Like layer wise. Bam. Yeah. That works. I mean, we can do it slower. Let me like see constant frame rate. But I think 100 works. Let's see, I think this is too slow. You could do something like that. It's more dramatic that way, but let's do like 120 maybe. Just to see how it looks. Oh, and the head has to be... Oh. This is kind of weird. Like the head has to be here? Let me see. Nah. Oh, okay. Okay. Like for the death animation, it looks kind of weird. Legs have to be on top of it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Like for these animations, we have to maybe play around with layers too in the game engine then. Because like, yeah, after the 12th, like 11th frame, the head has to... Left arm, right arm, left leg, right? Like for the first frame, that looks fine. Let's see. Yeah, that's how it should look. Can you say happy birthday to my little brother Dixon? All right, let's see here. Yeah, okay, this will be interesting, like for dev animation, right? The layering will be important. So we may have to adjust it in code then. Because after the 11th frame, like even here it looks weird. Like the body has to be... Yeah, okay, let's save this for now. Like save as, go to dev. Okay, here. We have the core, tail, dev, front. And it should be Aseprite. Okay. Like, let me open up run, for example. Let's see. Yeah, even here, like the body needs to be behind left arm, right arm. And for that, that's okay. Yeah. Something like that. So... I mean, the body has to be always behind the left arm and right arm, right? Just for it to look normal. Or is it? Let me see. It's fine like this. Okay, this will be interesting. How we will do that. Because now we have... Like, we have to adjust it for the perspective, right? Because the moment the body moves, like, here, the shoulders come forward, which doesn't look that good. Yeah. Okay. We will see how we will fix that in... in the engine then. But that's fine. Alright, save that. Renders. Yeah, and dev is another thing. Wait, the walk? Did I adjust the walk? Let's see. Yeah, right here too. If I put the... here, yeah, that doesn't look good. So if we do it... I mean, looks okay. I guess for the walk animation, it still works. But the moment you turn, the body has... yeah, the thing changes. The layering is changing. So, yeah, we need to adjust that in the engine then, later. Okay. We can do that. Okay, but now we have the dev, idle, run, walk. Those are the basics, right? Dev, run, idle, walk. Yeah. Again, herd. I don't know if I will put a herd animation in here. Layout, let's see. I think I don't have one either right now, right? People idle. That's the breathing one. Run, walk, yeah. Okay. That is fine. Let's see. We can go to Mixamo here. See what hurt animation we have. Injured, throw, like damage or something like that. What would it be called? Hit. Oh, yeah. What is that? Getting hit. Oh my god. Alright, it's time. We're gonna make breakfast, but let's see if I can find a good hit. But I think, nah, we don't need it. We really don't. If we get hit, we will just flash the sprite red. And that will be our hurt animation. Yeah, I think so. Can work out. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't think we will do the hit animation thing. Because in the game, let's go here. We will just flash the sprite red like I'm doing right now. I think I haven't heard animation, but it's not playing because the herd state doesn't really last long, right? Because, yeah, wait. You can like trigger it, which is bad, I guess. Wait. Somewhere here? Ah, okay. Doesn't work, but like, I think it's fine if we just have the sprite flash red, yeah. And you get the indication in the health bar too that you got damaged. You have invincibility frames if we will implement that. Let's see. But yeah, I think it's just better that way. Yeah, don't need a hurt animation. And the attack animation will be like separate, right? Like it is right now. It's like a VFX on top of the character. So we don't really need to animate the attacks too. I could, but nah, we don't have to. We will do it in the VFX style. I think it's better because, like I said, if you change out the right arm or something like that, the animation for the attack will change too, and it's just easier to do the VFX thing. And I think it makes sense also for the game because the body parts are powered by the core, right? And you get your power from the core, so makes sense that it uses the energy to attack. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, let's do it like that. And then I'm thinking, do we need anything else? I mean, for the idle, we can do more animations, but that's for the future. Just to have a variety of idle animations, so if the player stands still, it will just randomly pick one animation and do that one. So we have some variety, and it's not always looping the same thing, right? Yeah. But a run, walk will be always the same. Again, like improvements for the future, but those are long in the future. Like if you change out different legs, maybe the animation for walking and running will change too. That's something that could be implemented in the future, but again, it doesn't need to be now. Now we just need to make it work, right? Yeah. No, that's fine. Alright, I think that is good enough. We have all the renders now for dev, idle, run, walk. I think the next part I probably will do offline, but let's see. If I'm in the mood for streaming it, I will stream it, but it will be tedious work. Now that we have, let's say for walk, right? You have all the body parts and all the animations for all eye directions. Now we need to put all those frames into the animation player, right? And I also have to clean up the sprites too from the raw state, but again, that will be just tedious work. Just putting in the frames here and then adjusting it. I guess it's not. I guess, yeah, the first setup will be tedious because right now, let's say how is it? Visibility, grounded. Let's see, like for shadow, the texture, right? Let's do. We have unarmed idle down, quarter unarmed idle front, a shadow. Yeah, okay. Left arm, and those are PNG, so yeah, we need to maybe I will adjust how I load in the texture, because right now it is Corte unarmed idle front left arm, so we need to create all those separately. Yeah, maybe I don't do it like this and just load the different frames in. Yeah, okay, I have to think about that. Because now we're rendering every frame separately, right? So we can just take the frame into the texture, right? We don't need to like cut out that individual frame we have. We already have all the individual frames here. So I probably have to like adjust my animation player from the ground up so it works for the new system. Because then I can just tell the script maybe to take the animation. Oh. What? Really? TikTok. Yeah, it's the front, back, right. Let's see, maybe we can do that. So the animation player just, depending on what you have equipped, right, goes to a folder with all the different frames you have. I guess we have to have another folder here that is the part, and then we have the different animations. It goes in here, and the structure has to be the same all the time. And then it just goes to head, and then he has all the frames here. Yeah, okay. I can adjust that, I think. Let's see. Again, it will be a tedious work at the beginning, the first setup. But after we have that figured out, we can just swap out body parts, no problem. Okay. Alright, I think we have a good setup here. And then, let's see how far we will come in the next stream. Again, I don't know if I will stream it. Like the setup of the animation player, I don't know if I will stream that. Let's see. Because it's just tedious work. We just put it in manually and then, yeah, script it. Let's see. Either we will do that in the next stream, or I do that offline and show you the results when I stream next time. Okay. But that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, for joining in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.